Last call. Hi guys.
What's up, everyone?
Welcome to Saturday night, May today.
May 16?
It's the 16th.
Hey, May 16.
16th.
Welcome.
Are we just going with that? Does anybody know?
No, it's,
I mean,
it's the 16th.
Legit don't know.
Me neither. Well, welcome.
Yeah, so today we start every episode like we start all the episodes. So hopefully, first off, before we start, everyone watching us needs to have a drink in front of them.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
That way I can stall a little bit while I open this up. All right.
Perfect.
And second is the beer that we're going to start off with. Today we're going to do, well, let me start by saying we have 14 taps here at Reunion.
Yes,
so
we do.
we try to use the tap systems by having some lagers and pilsners, something maybe in between a farmhouse or a wheat beer, a bunch of IPAs, a sour, a couple stouts, a cider, and then we have the nitro line.
Yeah.
So the nitro line takes out all the carbonation.
Our kind of methodology is not so much brands, but styles.
Yep,
We
exactly.
always want to have a blend of styles.
Exactly.
And then we switch it up. And we bring ones back all the time. We do rotate certain brands a lot, but we don't have the same 14 beers. Ever,
Exactly.
really.
So the nitro line is very interesting because there's a limited style of beer that can go in there.
Yeah.
You can't just attach any keg to a nitro line and make it a nitro. It has to come from the brewery that way. So majority of them have been stouts.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've had
One or
a
two.
blonde stout here and there. But so this drink that we're about to have is Mast Gunner's Daughter.
It's a famous beer.
It's a peanut butter stout. Their peanut butter stout is fantastic. So they have that in a regular stout. You can grab it. But they also very recently did a nitro line of this, a nitro version.
Awesome.
So that's the one we're going to try today.
A question. Is Gunner's Daughter the one that doesn't actually have peanut butter in it?
Yeah, there's actually no peanut
There's
butter. So
actually no
anyone who
peanut
says,
butter.
oh, well, what about peanut butter allergies? No actual peanut butter. It's just
Really?
all flavor or whatever.
All from the malt. So they
Yep.
pick a certain kind of malt and they do a malt blend and they roast it and it tastes like roasted peanuts.
That's an artist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's an artist who
Because
can
the
do
other
that.
ones, we've had other peanut butter stouts, and they have peanut butter in them. This one does not. This one is literally just the malt bill that the grain bill
Cool.
causes that. Yeah.
Now, last time we had this, did we have it nitro?
I don't know.
So
if they did.
we've had it in both.
Oh,
We've
okay.
had it here in nitro and in regular. I think I prefer the nitro, and maybe because it's just a mouthfeel or a texture thing for me. But
I love dark beers nitro. They add that
Exactly.
creaminess, the small bubbles, like when you get a Guinness.
But it doesn't do this.
It doesn't cascade like that, no, because it's thicker. I mean, it does a little. Like if you look, this one's cascading.
Okay.
yeah, that one's
Maybe
gonna,
you just
that
got-
one's
you
going to
might have
start
just got the
cascading a little bit.
Yeah. So it's cascading. You get
Yeah,
that
give
Guinness
it a second.
cascade.
All right. I'll wait.
Let it settle a little bit.
All right. Fine. Well, then, talk. Where are they from?
Matt's Landing's from Westbrook, Maine. They do good stuff. They're actually distributed through Night Shift. So anytime I pick up some Night Shift stuff, I try to get something from Matt's Landing. But a lot of their stuff doesn't make it down here. There's a lot of the usual suspects you'll get from them. And then every once in a while they'll have a fun IPA that you can get from them.
Are
So
there that many people watching already?
yeah, well, it says 9.
Oh, what is this here? Is this them?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, there's just people here coming in, saying hello and
Cool.
watching.
Well,
So
I'm gonna drink mine.
Yeah.
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers. It's great.
Yeah, so that's extremely easy.
How does that not have peanut butter in it? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just a dark roasted malt.
Yeah, extremely. Yeah, you taste the dark roast.
Yeah.
Definite. You get that hint of peanut butter.
And it's more of a roasted peanut shell flavor than the peanut inside peanut butter. So that's
Yeah,
how
I see
that
that. Yeah,
emulates
yeah.
it a little bit. It's great.
When you say roasted, it also you kind of. I know I see where the flavors are there.
Yeah.
It's
You didn't
really
like
good.
yours?
I love this. I mean, like these are like on the nitro line. They're so much smoother, so much easier to drink.
It's so smooth.
You could pound it. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend enjoying it maybe as a dessert beer after your meal. But it's you get a growler of this, order some food from us, eat the food, and then drink one of these as a little dessert.
Well, I'll tell you, we talk about
perfect.
this all the time. I love stouts, but I don't like the sweet ones. I don't want them to taste like coconut. I don't want them to taste like syrupy vanilla or maple syrup.
Yep.
I like them when they're dark but drier. This isn't that sweet. It's not over. It's got some. It's
Yeah.
not overly sweet.
No,
we've
actually,
had some in here that were like
it finished a little bit bitter for me.
Yeah, it's got which
Like
I
a
love.
little bit of that, but coffee bitter.
Coffee bitter. Yep, like a black coffee,
Right.
dark chocolate.
It's really good.
So that's the beer of the day.
Available in growlers.
Yep. Sandwich or food item of the day today is, I think we had posted this on our Facebook
Yeah,
page.
so Anna posted this morning. So we're occasionally just kind of mimicking what she does. We did that with the drink yesterday.
Yep.
Right.
And
So here's the Mediterranean wrap.
Mediterranean wrap.
So this is our vegetarian option or one of our
Yep.
vegetarian
Can
options.
be
on the
vegan as
menu.
well. We do vegan ones probably as often as vegetarian.
Exactly. And this thing comes with hummus, falafel,
Homemade
feta
falafel.
cheese, artichoke, and a
Peppers.
blend of peppers and olives and artichokes.
Yep. And then it's got a little bit of dressing on it, some lettuce.
Yeah, some lettuce and that lemon, a little bit of the
Why don't you
lemon
hold it
with
up?
that.
And it's in a fresh pita bread. We get pita bread locally.
From Bay
I
State.
think it's Bay State.
Yeah,
pita,
Bay State Bakery.
I like Bay State. I'm a huge fan of George's, but Bay State's great too.
And so this comes with a side too. We went with the salad
Yeah, we got
option.
the
I think
salad.
that's
Our
like
simple
what
greens.
it normally goes out with.
I love our
Take a
simple
bite.
greens.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Enjoy.
The greens we've gotten since we've opened. We've got this brand, Simple Greens.
Yep.
And they're great. They're crunchy, very flavorful. I'm gonna touch one with my fingers, but I'll eat it.
Yep.
This
Little
is my
leaf
favorite
what
part.
it's called.
Yes.
Not simple green.
Little leaf. Yeah, little leaf, Simple Greens.
Yeah.
But I love
Look-
these little baby lettuce. They're super crunchy.
Little bulbs. They're delicious.
probably hear
Absolutely
that.
delicious.
Sorry.
So for the
What is that? ASMR?
ASMR. So I don't know if anyone wants to hear us doing that.
That's really good.
It was good.
We're gonna try the sandwich.
Oh, I get this regularly. It's filling, but it's not heavy.
Put that aside so
I
you
know a
can
couple of
finish
guys
that
want
tonight.
to.
Yeah.
So basically, that is our vegetarian, and also like kind of. I always wanted some Middle Eastern influence on this menu.
Absolutely.
That's Mediterranean, Middle Eastern style right
And I'll
there.
tell you, we sell a ton of the meze platter.
Yep.
Sell a lot of the hummus. We
Yep.
sell a ton of the Mediterranean wrap. So the Mediterranean stuff we've done has been great.
And you know what people have been doing with that? And I don't think it needs it, but it just to make it like a second level. If you look at that sandwich, you're like, oh, it's on pita. It might not fill me up. I need a real sandwich. People have been adding chicken and bacon
Yeah.
to that, and
Sure.
it's
Yeah, and it's still
Phenomenal.
vegetarian when you do that, so it's awesome.
takes away from the vegetarian thing, and it makes it a huge sandwich.
One of the things we've been doing, and this has very little to do with reunion, but one of the reasons we're not hungry now is because we ordered takeout. Same thing yesterday. If you notice, I didn't eat any food yesterday because we ordered takeout.
Yes.
So we know you can't eat here every night. We'd like you to eat here every night. But we're supporting all the local restaurants too.
Yep.
We've been buying pizza from next door. We've been buying. We haven't gotten Cancun's yet. We
Yep.
gotta get some Cancun's. They haven't been open as long. We've been buying Chinese food next door. We got some Thai food from Route 20 from
Yep.
Raja Cha.
Yep.
Is that how you say it?
Raja Thai, I think.
Thai.
Yep.
Across there from there's a Burger King or a bank. Or
Yep. It's
Wendy's.
Men's Warehouse, I think.
Men's Warehouse now.
Really?
Where the
It
fair
be
used
the
to
fair.
be? Yeah, where the fair
was
used to
awesome.
be.
Remember the fair?
Are we aging ourselves by saying that? Where the fair? On Route 20?
No, I'm not
I
fooling
mean,
you.
I remember.
Across the street from the
yeah,
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Bradley's?
The McDonald's with the
Yeah.
that has the old. I love that McDonald's with the actual
Yep.
M on
I
the
used to
side
work
of it.
there at that McDonald's.
Oh, you worked at
Yeah.
that McDonald's.
But not when it was that. It was before.
before it was
Yeah,
that.
it was back in 2002.
Wow.
Yeah, but we've been ordering food from all over, and we will continue to,
Yes.
and you should too.
So today, and then also we always like to do a drink. But I had so much fun with bar roulette the last time that I want to do that again.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
So bar roulette was when we
Oh, I have to go back there. That
we had numbered a lot of the bottles.
Point.
I can point.
1 through 141.
Yep.
So if you're watching, please comment, give us a number so we can pick a bottle to do something with.
Anything from 1 to 141, and then
Anyone, whoever goes first, whatever number pops up, that's the number we're going with.
I always get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Well, I was extremely nervous last time until Kettle 1 popped up, and then I was extremely happy.
We have some stuff in here that I wouldn't drink, even in a mixed drink. But I mean, there are plenty of people who do. There's a couple things right here that are going to be here when this place closes someday.
All right, we got number 21.
Okay. So it starts over there.
Okay.
Look at the last bottle on the right, bottom right. What number is that one?
Sorry, Dave and Catherine,
21.
you're too late.
21.
We went with 21. What do we got?
No,
No
let's
Lay's
gin.
dry gin.
No, let's dry gin.
Okay.
Okay.
We had gin yesterday,
I know.
and I barely had it. Now we're doing this.
We had gin in the Negroni.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had it in the wrap in that French
and we had
75
the
we
French
did.
75 yesterday.
There's gin in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember now.
You know, not that it's. I mean, you're the bartender, but on a hot day like today, the one classic gin drink I've always gone to my whole life on a hot day like today is a gin and tonic. Super
There we go.
easy.
G&T.
I don't know if we have fresh lime, but we have cucumber. We have lemon. You can do a gin and tonic with lime, or lemon, I mean.
What?
G&T it is.
Any gin drinkers out there? I don't know if Ken's watching. If he is,
Ken
I know
said
he
a
is.
gin
But
drinker,
Ken is a drinker.
Yep.
Gin drinker. Ken's
Paul, do you drink gin or what do you drink?
Ken's celebrating his anniversary today, so we might not see from Ken today. But Ken, if you're out there, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Now this one's kind of a complicated drink to make. Basically,
Do you build it in the glass or just shake it, or what do you do?
so it's got tonic, so you don't shake it.
You don't shake
Okay,
it,
so-
right? Exactly. So
And the beauty of these modern soda guns is they're all calibrated.
yeah. I would run the
So-
tonic for a second first, though, just because we haven't used any tonic out of the gun for a long time. Get some carbonation back in the line.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
The key to these things is if you start pouring and squirting at the same time, the glass will fill up and it'll be a perfect pour.
It blends it on its
So
own. Yeah, 5 count. Oh, we have lime. So you heard us from back there.
Thank you. That was
Or did you go say something? Clint?
that was Matt who actually gave us the recommendation on number 21. So thank you, Matt.
Matt's chef / kitchen manager / old friend. Josh and Matt have worked together for, gosh, on and off 20.
All Paul is saying, thanks to Sean, he now drinks gin martinis. That's all right. That's really cool.
I remember when I was converted to gin martinis. I worked at a place called Guitar Center. You've all heard of Guitar Center. I worked at Guitar Center for a long time after college, and I worked with this guy at the time who was 15 years older than me. Actually, my age now, probably. Yeah, about right. And after work, we used to
so
go.
really old.
Yeah, so really old. So after work, we used to go across to Owen O'Leary's. So there used to be an Owen O'Leary's in the Cloverleaf Plaza in the Hampton Inn.
Yep.
There's still one on Route 9.
Yeah, that's right.
But there was another one over off Cloverleaf. It's too close to the other one, really, quite frankly. But we used to walk across the parking lot and get drinks. And he drank Beefeater martinis extra dirty. And I remember, one of the first times we went over there, he's like, "You drink a martini?" I was like, "Well, I don't drink martinis, but I've had them. I mean, I don't." He's like, "Let me get you a martini, done the right way." And so he ordered me his Beefeater extra dirty martini, 3 olives, and it was really good. And it got to be this thing where whenever he worked together, he would buy me a drink. So I always let him. I was like, "Sure, you want to buy me a martini? I'll take a martini."
Can't say no to a free
So
drink.
I started drinking them then, and I've grown to like them a lot.
Can I make a confession? I don't know if I've ever had this drink before.
A gin and tonic?
I don't think I have. I think maybe I've had vodka tonic and I don't like it.
Okay, well, you
So
don't like
I don't
tonic,
know if
then.
I've ever actually ordered a gin and tonic, tried it, and was like, no, I'm good.
Tonic is an acquired taste for sure.
Tonic has quinine.
I will say I think gin has an acquired taste too. I think that's why for me, this is probably like the last drink I would order.
And-
like all the common cocktails out there.
Yeah. And Nolette, Josh, what type of gin is Nolette? Is it a London Dry?
It said dry.
It's a dry, so it might not be a London Dry, but it's dry. It's not a cheap gin.
No.
It's Holland dry.
Holland Dry, so it's a Holland Dry. So what that typically means is it's going to be more like flowery, fruity, and less of the juniper.
In my opinion, I think it's going to combine a rich, fruity, floral aroma with a classic dry finish.
Fruity and
Interesting.
floral, right?
All
So
right.
less juniper, and that's that style. that's so gin really was developed in Scandinavia. They're famous for it. Aquavit is a style of gin. Nolette is that style of gin. The London Dry gins came late. They came a little bit later. Those
Beefeater.
are like Beefeater and Hendrix.
Right.
Those are my favorite styles, but these are fun. They're a little more intense. I don't think they make a good martini as well. I think these make great gin and tonics. So this is
So I'm going to say go ahead and squeeze your lime.
definitely squeeze lime in it. So they have quinine in them, right? So quinine is a drug that was created to cure malaria.
I'm following your lead.
And,
I don't even know.
and when the Brits started conquering the world, they had a lot of malaria. So they turned quinine into a drink, tonic water and quinine. And so you actually, if you do drink these all the time, you will actually see a reduced effect of malaria if you have malaria.
Well, good to know. I'll know what to do when I have malaria.
Now, strangely enough, for those of you who are watching, I watch the news a lot. These guys make me stop watching it, actually. I just kind of leave it on all the time because I'm stuck here. In the very beginning, when hydrochloroquine was coming up as an option, there was some rumors out there about quinine being a possible treatment. So
Interesting.
I don't know if that went anywhere. I haven't followed it past that. But there were a few medical professionals saying medical levels of quinine, not you getting a drink,
Yeah.
was something that would help. So
Well, they
here
were
you go.
they were talking about how it being like COVID and malaria were like, trying to find similarities in it or whatever.
Right, sure.
In the beginning, but I haven't heard any of that anymore.
All right, well, here we go. Let's give it a
Cheers.
shot.
More ASMR, MSR, whatever they call it. Oh, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually...
Fruity and floral.
Yeah.
Not bad. Sit on
And then
I don't
you
know
get
what I
the
was waiting on.
aftertaste.
Yeah.
The quinine aftertaste leaves this like saccharine kind of.
It's one of those drinks that makes you thirsty.
Yes, makes you
Drink
thirsty.
it and you have to
have another sip.
Another sip to quench the thirst of the last one.
It's really good. That's actually kind of a refreshing drink.
But this is a sit by the pool or sit on the beach and sip it nice and cold.
Paul said if Jeopardy had a category on alcohol, Sean would win.
Maybe. There's a lot of people that know a lot more than me, but
I'll take things drunk people say for $1,000.
I'm not drunk.
I know.
We'll work on it.
If you work your way through the whole Jeopardy board, you might.
Imagine you had to drink though while you did it.
I love that scene in Groundhog's Day where Bill Murray just answers all the questions because he's seen it every episode, and all the people are like, "Oh my God, so smart." Yeah, but the one thing that was today, was it today or yesterday? Governor Baker let us know that he's pushing back. They originally told us that Monday was going to be the day that the first phase one would start for reopening. He did push it down to Monday. It won't be till Tuesday, or who knows, but he pushed back to at least Monday night because they're waiting for
so
the commission to give their report on Monday.
Right, so the reopening panel is going to come on TV tomorrow and announce what the plans...
Monday.
I'm sorry, Monday. Today's Saturday. You know what I mean. The next business day. Is anyone doing business? Monday. And so my guess would be, so the casinos all got pushed out. A bunch of other states have just recently got pushed out. My guess is he's going to come out and tell us for phase one that it's been pushed a little, except for some very, very specific industries.
Yeah. And then we have a conversation to make about, do we even want to, do we want to take advantage of phase one, or do we want to just keep doing what we're doing and try to figure out the 3-4 months from now? Because I worry a little bit about opening too soon and then issues happening. But again, I'd rather be cautious than
Well, I think
cavalier.
we'll take the guidance and do the best we can from there.
Yeah, because it's like open, hire people back, buy food, ramp up.
Yep.
We see a spike, they make us shut down. Now we got to get rid of the food. We got to lay people off again. Like, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough.
I want to get to a point where we know we can have people either here or outside or both.
Yeah.
And then if things calm down, we might have to reduce the number but not shut down again.
So I've
It's
been,
hard.
it's. I know it's getting to some people.
Yeah.
Right. The boredom, the lack of things, the normal life, the new normal, which I'm not sure I love that phrase.
Yeah.
But what have you been doing to sort of curb the boredom? Like, what have you been?
Well,
This?
so the funny thing is that when this first started, I was like, oh, okay, well, what's the difference? I come to the restaurant every day to put in my hours, I'll work and do my thing. So the only difference is with the last 2 months, we have way reduced staff, and the onus is on us to run all the front of the house stuff, all the takeout stuff. And so it requires a commitment every single day. And, I'm glad there's 3 of us, because if there wasn't, there's no way I could, if I had to do this on my own, I don't know how some people are. And, always hiring people is an option, but it's tough to tell somebody to come off unemployment where they're making way more money than what I could offer them here for a few hours. Right. So, but at the end of the day, I enjoy doing this show that we do.
Right.
I think it's fun, and it's good. It's actually good practice for me too, because when we start explaining the cocktails or the food or the beers, it just kind of increases your knowledge in all of these items. And this is going to be our butter and bread for a while. So
Yeah.
Right.
And unfortunately, I do still do pretzel stuff every morning, and the pretzel guys are done early.
Not unfortunately.
Well, no, unfortunately, what I was going to say is, unfortunately, that side of the business, the restaurant side of that business, has disappeared for now. It'll pick up, I'm sure, but we're waiting for that to pick back up again too, and then that will
Unfortunately, the kitchen closes at
make us busy in both places, but it's not there yet.
So I think Josh just had to take a phone call. So while he's doing that, I'm going to look at some comments. So Neil Chauvin wrote, can't wait to stop in.
I'm still.
Neil, congratulations! I heard you got a new job today. I don't know if you got the job today. I heard you got a new job.
I just answered the phone. I realized I'm mic'd up. So sorry, you guys heard my call there.
And Ken was saying he went to London for his 50th birthday to go to Tanqueray Factory. Unfortunately, it was September 11th.
Oh, gosh.
We went back several years later, but they moved back still to Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah Teixeira saying, miss you guys. Miss you too, Sarah. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Sean, did you say, what have you been doing for the boredom?
Well, not you care, but Sargon happens to have a small apartment in his basement, refinished apartment. Mm-hmm. So I shower over there, and I do my laundry there. That's my one escape. I drive over there for half an hour every day. And then I'm in here watching TV, cleaning. I clean the place down with bleach and water every night so people can come back in the next morning. I do have access to the kitchen. I've made a couple late night snacks on my own. That's been fun. Fire up the oven, fire up the stove, and go downstairs and see what's in the fridge.
I saw your guitar back there.
I have an electric guitar and a small amp here, so I've been playing some guitar. We're gonna actually try to play golf next week.
Yes.
So now that golf courses are open, we're gonna play what course?
Blackstone.
Blackstone. So we're gonna go to Blackstone and play next Wednesday.
Very excited.
So I had my wife drop my clubs off, so I've been cleaning my clubs and getting ready to play. But other than that, like I said, probably watching too much news.
Somebody who's Christine McNeil, I don't know who that is, she said, miss all of you.
Aww.
Well, I guess we miss you too, Christine. Whoever you are.
What is that?
I don't know.
I've been enjoying the Grafton Land Trust. So there's
You have been.
there are some of the most amazing trails around Grafton, like unbelievable, and they're all over, and they're vast. So I've been trying every day to get out and go explore some of these trails, like the Hassaman Trail. And,
Yep.
pretty much everywhere you look in Grafton, you're going to see one of those little land trust signs. I strongly urge you to pull over and just walk. And they're all set up really nicely, so it's kind of hard to get lost. You'll follow it long enough, you end up back basically where you started.
How about like the road? Is it like even? Is it?
Oh yeah, they're very nice hiking paths. Like
Perfect.
Some people are doing an amazing job keeping them clear. Like they're very easy to hike. It's not like a bring your carabiners and climb up walls kind of hiking.
I saw today that Purgatory was packed, like stay away packed, scary packed.
Well, these places are not.
No, these are not. So that's what I'm saying. So that's an alternative, right?
Oh, we went to Dean Park today. It was a lot of people there, but I not once did I ever feel that I was encroaching on anyone's 6 feet. Everyone knew to kind of keep distance.
Yeah.
And so hopefully, and I guess outdoors is probably way safer than indoors right now.
No question. Airflow, one of the reasons indoors is odd right now is because the way the air circulates. So even if you wear a mask and you're 6 feet apart, if you're sitting in some place more than a few minutes, the air starts to circulate. Outside, even with a very light breeze, most of it blows away. So you do have to come in contact with a certain amount of the virus to get it. You could be around someone who has it, and if they wear a mask, it works. That's why not all of the medical professionals have it. That gear works. It does work if you do it correctly. If you're wearing gloves, take them off and change them between everything you do. If you have a mask on, don't play with it. Don't take it down and put it back on. I see a lot of people saying, why would anyone ever wear their mask in their car? You don't wear your mask in your car. What you do is you put your mask on before you leave the house, and then you don't take it off till you're done. So if you happen to go into a store and then you get in your car, you shouldn't grab your mask and take it off, because then you touch your steering wheel and you touch your locks and you touch your door handle, and now you've just spread it around your car and you don't have a mask on. So if you see somebody driving with a mask on, it's not because they're stupid. They're actually being smart. You don't touch your mask, you put it on, and you don't take it off till it goes in the laundry. And then you wash it and get rid of it. But if you keep taking it on and off every time you leave a place, you're not rubbing it all over your car or yourself because you're touching your mask. So they're not stupid for leaving their masks on in their car.
Sort of like the way you feel with Vaseline.
Wait, what?
What?
Rubbing it all over yourself.
Oh, Vaseline. Can't tell you how many times.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So there's that. So find those trails.
You know what I haven't done? And I was convinced 6 weeks ago or whatever, I had lost track, 7, whatever. When this happened, I was like, oh man, there's like 30 Netflix shows I want to binge watch and get caught up on.
Okay.
I don't think I've really watched any of them. We've watched a
Yeah,
couple.
we've watched a couple, and I think we hate ourselves for it. So, I mean, one was Tiger King, which was
man.
ridiculous.
I can't.
You haven't done it.
No, it's a new
I
level,
say I'm not gonna.
new level of stupid.
Hi, Maddie.
See, Maddie?
Maddie, thank you.
I don't know. It kind of felt appropriate for what's going on right now. It was just, it's the most ridiculous thing you'll ever see, and this is the most ridiculous thing we've ever gone through. Very surreal.
Well, that's fun. So I guess we'll have a little bit more update on Monday about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're just going to keep plugging forward.
Yep.
We put a couple new things on the menu today, didn't we?
We did. We put stuffed pork tenderloin. Mm-hmm. So you can buy a big slab of stuffed pork tenderloin and a really, really nice prime sirloin.
Ribeye.
I'm sorry, ribeye.
Yeah.
Ribeye. Great cut of meat.
Awesome.
12-ounce big piece of prime sirloin.
So that's fun. So we're just trying to add and be more creative as the days go.
One of the bonuses of not having a large staff of people, and not that there's any bonus to it, because I hate that part, but it's easier from changing menus.
Yep.
Because we're not using paper menus; it's only online.
Right.
It's like we have a new idea, cook it, and the three of us know what it is, and that's it. We can sell it all day. Just put it in the computer. Tomorrow we can delete it.
Exactly.
Rather than printing the menus and all that stuff. So
Letting the staff know all that stuff.
With that said, you had sent me an article about kind of just like, will this change the future of the restaurant industry forever? A, and B, for the better.
Yeah.
And I think yes to both. I think there's going to be a huge culture change. Mm-hmm. There's no way we can go back to doing business as usual, I don't think. In terms of, just learning about, germ spreading and all that kind of stuff and social distancing. For the next 2 years, it's going to be a completely different environment. And I hope that in the next 2 years, we'll be able to implement new things. So our front of the house can get better wages and more consistent wages, and we can get a fair, our margins can go up. Because
it's no secret.
Yeah.
The restaurant industry runs on
very little
margins.
And
that's
so
with full capacity.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm running at 25% capacity,
yeah.
that means what?
I got to run at 20. I got to run everything at 25% less.
And you
and then you
can't turn on 25% of the kitchen.
Nope.
You got to fully staff it. So when we turn the heat on, it still heats the whole building. So our overhead doesn't go down 25%. So if our capacity goes down 25%, it's not like we can just hire 25% of people. We can buy less food, that sort of stuff.
Why, Dave? You're not interested in our restaurant talk? Dave goes, you guys should learn it and sing a song a cappella. That would be awesome.
All right.
Well, maybe. I know we got to learn. We got to practice.
Happy trails.
And Ken said, add pizza and we won't have to go anywhere else. Thank you, Ken.
Right.
That's a promise. We're going to do that.
That's soon.
So,
Awesome.
all right.
I think we end on that note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
Always on a good note.
All right.
add in pizza.
Have a great night. Cheers, guys.
Love
See you
ya.
tomorrow.
Thanks.
Good night.